My name is Itka Stals. I'm the head of advancement here at Lincoln Community School, and today I'm here with one of our IB coordinators.
Hi, my name is Michael Foxman. I'm the coordinator for the International Baccalaureate Diploma Program, and we're going to talk today about what the IB Diploma Program is and how it works here at Lincoln.
Excellent. Obviously, during the admissions process, we have a lot of questions from prospective parents asking about our IBDP program. So I was wondering today if you can start with the mysterious acronym IBDP.
Sure. IBDP, it's the International Baccalaureate Diploma Program, and the program is designed for students in the last 2 years of high school, so it's typically 16 to 19-year-olds, grades 11 and 12 in the international system. It's a rigorous college preparatory program that helps to get them ready in terms of skills and knowledge and content to be able to go on and be successful at the next stage. At Lincoln, we offer the diploma, the IB diploma, in addition to a Lincoln High School diploma. And so students have a choice of a few different pathways they can follow to finish their high school career, and that's going to depend on what they want to do next and how much of a challenge they want in their last 2 years of high school.
Excellent. So, can you tell me more about the difference between the LCS diploma and the IB diploma?
Sure. The LCS diploma is one that is recognized as being equivalent to a U.S. high school diploma. And so as a result, that's a qualification that's recognized obviously within the United States, within North America, and in many places around the world as an appropriate credential to pursue university education. Some students want a greater challenge than is presented by a standard U.S. curriculum, and some universities require a more challenging college preparatory experience. And so for those students, we have the IB Diploma program. There are a number of details that are part of the IB Diploma program in terms of requirements to earn the IB Diploma. So for example, students take 6 courses, plus they do additional work in something we call the core. The 6 courses they take run across 5 different subject areas. There are courses offered at different levels. The IB identifies the higher level and the standard level. They're both very challenging. A higher level course has more content and takes more hours over the course of 2 years in order for students to be able to really work through that content. In the end, students choose their courses and the levels based on their interests, their experiences, and their future goals. So if a student identifies that he or she wants to be a doctor, then we would suggest, for example, taking 2 sciences and taking them at the higher level. If a student said that he or she wanted to work in international relations, we might suggest 2 social sciences classes and taking those at the higher level. Or perhaps taking an additional language course to prepare them for a multilingual environment or something like that. So students have a lot of freedom to decide within the structure of the program what courses they want to take and what kind of a challenge they want.
So now we know what is the difference between LCS diploma and the IB diploma. Now we also know what are the best strategies when students are thinking about what subjects to choose. And can you talk or elaborate a little bit more about the core? What is the core?
Yes. The core of the program is, I think, what really makes the IB Diploma program different from, and some would say, better than, other college preparatory courses. It asks students to do things beyond traditional academics. It focuses on their personal development. It focuses on their skills. So for example, students participate in a program we call Creativity Activity Service. This is their extracurricular work. And we know that many students are involved in things outside of class. What we want for CAS, it's another one of the acronyms that we use, Creativity Activity Service is CAS. We want them to identify some goals. We want them to learn some new skills at the same time that they're having some fun, doing things that allow them to be creative, physically active, and of service to other people. So that's a really essential part of the program. It also helps students a lot when they are then applying to university. They have a pretty impressive portfolio of things that they've done outside of their coursework, and it's just another reason that universities often give preference to IB students when they're applying to university.
Yeah, exactly.
Another part of the core is called the extended essay, which is just what it sounds like. It's a research paper. It's something that usually comes in around 15 to 18 pages. So it is a really significant piece of research that students work on over the course of about 8 or 9 months. They have a lot of freedom to choose their subject. They're supported by a supervisor. And the purpose is partly to learn something about the subject you're researching. But really the purpose is more about learning that essential skill of how to conduct research, how to organize your thinking, and how to write a long-form research paper, because those are skills students will absolutely have to use at university. The third part of the core is called Theory of Knowledge. It's an additional class that students take, but it's not taught or assessed in the way that traditional courses are. The focus of the course is to ask students to focus on how they know what they know. So that the source of the information, how you feel about it, how it references other things you already know, how that creates the knowledge that you have, and how other people might experience the same things differently. So it really gives students a chance to think deeply about their own knowledge and helps them to understand how others know things and why they think and believe the way they do. So these three things together, again, are really unique to the IB programs and are part of the reason that IB students are so well prepared for university and tend to do better at university than their non-IB peers.
Excellent. So if I'm an IBDP student, how does the IB diploma impact my university applications and the admissions process?
Yeah, that's a really important question. Students and parents, when they're entering these last 2 years of high school, really need to be thinking about it, and very often they're already very aware of it. Different universities and different national systems have different requirements. Schools around the world have a hard time demonstrating that the quality of education they offer is of a certain standard. When a student completes the IB diploma, they take their examinations, the examinations are scored, they get a report of the points that they've earned. It doesn't matter where in the world you did that. It doesn't matter what country you were in or what kind of a system you were a part of. If you've achieved at that level, that's clear evidence that you are prepared to do that kind of work wherever you might wind up. And so as a result, some university systems will require that if a student was in an IB school, that they have to have an IB diploma in order to gain admission to a university. Some will say it's not enough to simply have the diploma, you have to earn a certain number of points. IB exams are graded on a 1 to 7 scale, and they take 6 examinations, so they can earn up to 42 points that way. There are some additional points available from the core, but a student needs to earn 24 to earn an IB diploma.
Is that minimum?
A university might say, you need to earn 30, you need to earn 35. Your most highly selective universities around the world recognize the IB diploma, they might say you need 40 or 41 points to come in. Other systems, especially in North America and especially in the United States, do not require an IB diploma, but will give students college credit for the work that they've done. And so, similar to the American system of advanced placement, you can take IB exams and use those to get credit for your university courses. It saves you time, it's courses you don't have to take, it saves you money. And so, I think we can say that universities all over the world recognize the IB diploma, they value the IB diploma, they don't all require it, they all give some benefit to students who have it. And even in the admissions process, even though the student hasn't finished the program and hasn't taken the exams, we find that IB students from a diploma program have an admissions advantage over non-IB students because they're going to do the extended essay, because they're going to take the Theory of Knowledge class, because they're going to show their ability across 5 or 6 subject areas, because they've shown particular interest through their higher level courses. The data on this is very clear from a variety of sources, that IB students get into college at a higher rate, they get into more selective colleges at a higher rate, they tend to do better while they're at university, they tend to be happier while they're at university, and they tend to graduate in less time than any other group.
Wow, excellent, excellent. So you tapped a little bit into how we measure the achievement. Feel free to talk more about it if you wish.
Yeah.
And then also I would be, or the parents would be interested in knowing how does LCS compare to the rest of the world.
Yeah, yeah, that's really important. So as I mentioned, students take examinations in each course and they're given a grade 1 to 7. The final grade is based not only on the exam, but there's also coursework projects that students do in each course, which is also a part of their final grade. I think IB educators tend to like that approach because it doesn't all come down to a single exam on a single day. So that if you had a bad day and you did poorly, that's the end, right?
Yeah.
You can demonstrate your learning in a variety of ways. With that 24 points, you've earned the IB diploma, and then anything above and beyond that is just further demonstration of your ability, your mastery, your skills, that kind of thing. Across the world, what we find is that in any given year, about 80% of students that pursue an IB diploma actually earn it. We find that the average score among those students is between 29 and 30. And we find that the average score in any given course is usually a little bit above 4. LCS's results are better in all ways, in all categories there. Our pass rate is usually slightly above 90%. I think our 10-year average is probably about 92%. Our average score is about 32 or 33. We have students we have had students earn in excess of 40 points every year, and we even once had a student earn a perfect 45 points. And within each course, we find that our average results tend to be a little bit higher, maybe closer to 5, whereas the world average being a little bit above 4. And so we're very proud of the fact that we're able to do that even though we are not a selective school. What that means is that any student that comes here that chooses to pursue an IB diploma is allowed to do that. Parents may be surprised to know that other schools do not take that approach.
Yeah,
they will tell a student that they are not allowed to do the IB if the school feels that the student is not likely to earn the diploma.
Yeah.
We give students the freedom and the information to make choices about what's right for them. Some students will say that the university that they want to go to, they feel having an IB diploma won't give them an advantage. Okay, we show them the data and we allow them to choose. Other students have other things going on in their lives, that high school is not their only concern. Other students want absolutely the most rigorous, the most challenging, the most time-consuming program that they can find, and we can provide that for them as well. So whatever challenge a student is seeking, we can provide them that challenge and we can help them become better so that they're ready to go on to whatever the next stage for them is. And again, that's why we have the different pathways for an IB diploma or an LCS diploma.
Excellent. Michael, this was very helpful. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Thank you.